Dream big, not because life is kind, but because life is hard. There will be days when you feel small, days when your efforts feel invisible, days when you ask yourself, why am I trying so hard when no one notices? But nobody talks about how lonely it feels to be the only one who believes in your dream. You wake up every morning with hope in your chest and fear in your stomach. You smile in front of people, but inside you're asking yourself if you're strong enough to keep going. Some dreams don't start with excitement. They start with pain, with wanting a life different from the one you're living. You didn't dream big because life was good. You dreamed big because you were tired of surviving. There were moments you almost gave up, not because you were weak, but because you were tired of trying alone. No applause, no encouragement, just silence. But even in silence, your heart kept whispering, "Don't stop." You stayed up late, thinking about a future that felt impossible but necessary. And even when no one believed in you, you still showed up. That is not weakness. That is quiet strength. Dream big, even when your voice is shaking, because one day, your silence will become your proof. Dreaming big hurts. Nobody tells you that. Hope can feel heavy. When reality keeps disappointing you, you try. You fail. You try again, and every failure whispers, maybe this isn't for you. There are days when motivation disappears, when your energy feels empty, when even breathing feels like effort. You compare yourself to others, their success, their progress, their confidence, and suddenly, your dream feels too big for someone who feels so small. But here's the truth. Dreams don't break you. Giving up on them does. You cried not because you were weak, but because you cared deeply. You felt pain because you wanted more than an ordinary life. And that desire, that hunger, is not a curse. It's a calling. Dream big, even when your heart is tired, even when your hands feel empty, because one day, this pain will make sense, and you will thank yourself for not quitting on the days you almost did. Dream big, but understand this. The road is long, and most of it is invisible. People only see success. They don't see the nights you doubted yourself. They don't see the sacrifices you never talked about. They don't see you choosing discipline. When comfort was easier, you walked forward, with fear in your chest and hope in your hands. Sometimes you felt lost. Sometimes you felt behind. Sometimes you wanted to rest forever, but something inside you refused to stop. You learned patience. You learned resilience. You learned how to stand alone. And even though progress felt slow, you were becoming stronger in ways no one noticed. Dream big, no for fast results, but for real transformation, because the slow road builds